a smeller.
Mark Nash,
Michael Gross.
Michael Gross, the boss.
My nigga. My brother.
Let's get this done, Mike.
We all love sports, right?
Mike Gross, the boss. This is Mike on sports. He smoke competition, same time smoke a port. When it comes to debating, he's one of the greatest. Put him on the A-list over Kellerman and Bayless. If you missed the show, couldn't make it, just log on and click the playlist. That boy always working, not to be played with. Hit subscribe and the bell for the latest. Mike Gross, the boss. Mike on sports. Right there from first bell, tip up and coin toss. Mike Gross, the boss. Mike on sports. He call it how he see it. Either you won or you lost. Big games, big fights, rolling dubs up. You like the content, hater? Click the thumbs up. Cash app, super chat, go all in. But do your research first before you call in.
Been waiting on. Yes, I am back. I am back. I am back. I am back. Yo, 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 yo. What up, 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 people? Welcome back to another edition of Mike on Sports. I am your host. I go by the name of Mike Gross, man. Big up to that 501. Y'all know I'm back at the house, baby. Yes, sir. Little Rock, baby, I'm back in the building. Smash that thumbs up button on your way in. How y'all doing today, man? Hope everybody having a good Tuesday. On a Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? I'm having a pretty good Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? Spending some time with my lady, getting dinner ready for later on the day. And got some pretty good boxing talk, man. Smash that thumbs up button on your way in. And today the topic is what will happen with Terence Crawford's career. Now, I've been watching a lot of different YouTube channels. Everybody got a opinion on what Terence Crawford should be doing next, and what will happen with Terence Crawford. Now, some people have even gone to the extent of saying that maybe he'll get blackballed. Maybe going against Bob Arum will make people upset, and they will blackball him. So I want you guys to go out to the chat right now and vote. Bayside Boxing was good. Rodney Evans was good. Smash that thumbs up button on your way in. Yeah, so I'm looking like, I'm thinking about the blackball, right? And I know Bob Arum is a prominent figure in the sport of boxing. He is one of the long-standing promoters in the game. Been around for a long time. The promoter guys from Muhammad Ali to Sugar Ray Leonard to any Manny Pacquiao, like anybody you want to name. Bob Arum has done business with Floyd Mayweather, Oscar De La Hoya, Miguel Cotto, Manuel Marquez. He's done business with them all. So maybe Bob Arum stature in the sport of boxing will have some people, you know what I'm saying, gravitating to his side. We already seen Muhammad Ali's daughter say, you know what, Bob Arum is a good man. He helped my father with a lot. He has my son on his promotional company. We seen George Foreman come out and say pretty much the same thing, that, hey, man, I never had any kind of racial bias issue with Bob Arum. And your boy Tim Bradley. Tim Bradley was on the Joe Smith Jr. versus Gaffard live telecast, saying, you know, Bob Arum never treated me like that. I've never experienced that at top rank. So with all that being said, maybe Bob will have the cachet and have the support from the boxing world against Terence Crawford, to where people just don't want to do business with Terence Crawford. You know what I'm saying? People don't want to be seen doing business with Terence Crawford because of the allegations that he has levied against Bob Arum. Now, I'm not saying that's going to be the case going forward, because we all know in the sport of boxing, you know what I'm saying, like money trumps everything. And if there is money to be made, motherfuckers don't give about what you was dealing with the last promoter and all that. What's going on, Ams? What's going on, Rob G? Bayside Boxing was good. Wow, 3 people who got a paycheck from Bob came out to support him. Shocking developments. I mean, facts. I mean, but a lot of people done got checks from Bob and haven't had the same opinion about Bob Arum. Oscar De La Hoya says, you know what I'm saying? I mean, some of the best things that he did was start a Golden Boy. Floyd Mayweather became a billionaire. Well, then generated $1 billion in revenue in the sport of boxing when he left Bob Arum. Manny Pacquiao got some good ass paydays when he left Bob Arum. How much did Manny get for Adrian Broner? How much did Manny get for Keith Thurman? How much did Manny get for Jordanis Ugas? Like, Manny got some nice paydays at the end of his career. So there's been a lot of people who then got checks from Bob Arum and haven't held Bob Arum in the best of lights. So the blackball, right? I mean, to me, honestly, that depends on what Terence Crawford wants to do going forward. What is the number Terence Crawford is going to be seeking going forward? Can any other promoter afford to pay him what Bob Arum was paying him? And I want you guys to take a quick listen to Clarissa Shields, who just got interviewed on Fight Hype. Shout out to my guy Fighter IQ over there on Fight Hype, doing a tremendous job with the questions. He asked Clarissa Shields, and he asked her about the whole Bob Arum and Terence Crawford situation, and this is what she had to say.
Well, I would just say that, when people, stature say certain things, they have to be mindful, just like us as fighters. I think that Bob Arum saying that, Terence Crawford isn't a pay-per-view fighter and he's lost money on Terence Crawford and all that stuff, that it is hurting him moving forward with his career. Because I think that Terence Crawford is pound for pound number 1. I got Canelo as number 2. I think that Terence Crawford will fight against anybody and has a chance to beat anybody. But
she's right. Him saying that Terence Crawford isn't a pay-per-view star, Terence Crawford can't sell, Terence Crawford, like all the derogatory statements against Terence Crawford will probably hurt him move forward. I'm sure Top Rank is not going to open up their books to a rival promoter and show the money that Terence Crawford generated. So with her saying that moving forward that it might hurt Terence Crawford, people may feel like, we can't get the return on our investment if we choose to invest in Terence Crawford based off what Bob Arum's saying. Now, somebody might be out there and roll the dice. One promoter might say, man, fuck it. Bob always saying shit. I know this, and somebody might roll the dice, but the person who's rolling the dice, do they have a suitable opponent for Terence Crawford? Or will it be a one-off, kind of deal? And maybe that's what Terence Crawford needs to start doing moving forward. It just do one-offs, but there is when you look at the welterweight landscape, right? I know we got Virgil Ortiz with Golden Boy, and maybe that's a lucrative fight for Terence Crawford in the near future. I know Virgil Ortiz is fighting McKinnison, and I believe that's going to be like a WBO final eliminator or whatever, because I believe that the mandatory probably is going to be called later on this year for the WBO belt if a unification bout don't happen. But you got Virgil Ortiz versus McKinnison. McKinnison is a pretty good fighter. He's a decent fighter. But it's like I would have rather seen the David Avenesian bout than Michael McKinnison. Not saying Michael McKinnison can't win, can't get it done. But if you're asking me going into the fight, who do I find the favorite? I would go with Virgil Ortiz. McKinnison is 21-0, only has 2 knockouts, and he is the number 3 ranked welterweight over in Britain. I believe he's number 3 behind probably Amir Khan and Conor Benn, I believe. Let me see. Now Conor Benn and Josh Kelly, and Josh Kelly shouldn't be right there. I don't know. Did Josh Kelly retire? You know what I mean? Did Josh Kelly retire? I don't know. But McKinnison got wins over Chris Congo. That was a good win. Yeah, I mean he really doesn't have wins over anybody that I'm gonna be bragging about. You know what I'm saying? So the Virgil Ortiz fight is smart. It's a smart bout for Golden Boy. But it's like I don't see McKinnison being able to deal with the likes of Virgil Ortiz. Maybe after this fight, if you're Terence Crawford, maybe you guys put an offer to Golden Boy. Maybe you put out an offer to Golden Boy and see would they let Virgil Ortiz possibly be a voluntary for Terence Crawford and not a mandatory. Maybe Terence Crawford give Virgil Ortiz the opportunity. Maybe you go over to Showtime. Does Showtime want to do business with Terence Crawford? I would think that. Okay, you're right. Okay, you was right, man. Like I knew Josh Kelly wasn't gonna be good when I seen him get tired like in round 4, and I'm like, man, he can't be getting tired in round 4 every fight. Like dude was blowing his load every fight. What's going on, Derek Lincoln? So it's like, should Showtime be invested in the Terence Crawford business? They got you right in this over there fighting on Showtime. Because Showtime put a package together where Crawford ends up fighting Ennis, or maybe even Thurman. I don't know. Because it seems right now like, I know we get the Earl Spence and Ugas fight, but I need a venue. I need a date. I need some promotion. I need something like give me a timestamp on when Ugas and Earl is gonna happen. This shit making me feel like Fury and AJ. Everybody keep telling me it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. Then damn it, it just don't happen. So I mean, Terence Crawford, Showtime should be an option. I would say Matchroom, but I don't think Matchroom wants to move Conor Benn that fast. Damn, Cad bring up Lewis Ritson. He bring up the Sandman. Man, them niggas were hyping up Lewis Ritson. So, man, Rob from the UK, Rob, if you're listening, man, no disrespect. But boy, you was on that got to be Lewis Rich in the hype train. That boy got fucked up. As soon as he moved to 140, he got fucked up. I believe he got beat up at 135 too. That's probably why he went to 140. Oh, the Sandman. Oh my God. Damn. A blast from the past. That motherfucker. That little man, Lewis Risson had the people believing in him. They thought Lewis was gonna be that next dude. That boy saw the goddamn bill of goods. He was nothing like they were saying he was. He got beat up in his hometown. Yeah, man. Boy, it's all coming back to me now, man. Oh, bro, Lewis Risson was not that man. He got beat up in his European title fight at 135. Okay. Man, shut up, bro. This new Derek, man. How about them Cowboys? Oh, shit. How about them Cowboys? Yeah, how about that? What are Dallas Cowboys running to? Home? They running home. They running home. At least Bust is the champion. When the last time y'all? But you know what? You know what? How old is Bud? 33, 34. Shalom, Ben Israel. So Dallas Cowboys ain't been champion since Bud was like 7. They ain't been a champion for goddamn 26 years. I'm sorry, motherfuckers, man. I got a nephew, goddamn 21. It was like 19. And well, he couldn't tell him that the Cowboys was good. Nigga, we won last night, Am. What you talking about? You see it? We won last night. Westbrook put his goddamn nuts in the nigga face. Ah. I would say side with Matchroom if I'm Terence Crawford, but the way it's looking over there, like Matchroom ain't really got much to offer. Basketball show coming up next, Am. Stay tuned. They really ain't got much to offer, man. They got Conor Ben, but like I was gonna say earlier, I doubt they try to move Conor Ben on that fast track. What up, fam? Thank you, Anthony Jones, man. We should be doing. I should be doing a members only show tonight. Me and my girl, we probably gonna watch TikTok. Yeah, we're gonna do a members only show, and we'll probably like just sit up and like watch TikTok and talk shit about it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's like, do you go with Al Heyman? I mean, Al Heyman is the logical pick. But I don't know if Terence Crawford wants to sign with Al Heyman just to get the Earl Spence fight. Should it be a one-off? Should Al Heyman offer a 2-fight deal? Like you get this fight, then you get this fight, and then we got it. I don't know. It's just so much, man. But one thing that I do doubt. One thing that I do doubt, and this is the first part of the segment, I doubt that he gets blackballed. I doubt that he gets blackballed because I just feel like there is still too much money to be made with Terence Crawford, especially that Knockout Boxing 86 TV. What's going on? Especially if Terence Crawford ends up setting out a year, and that builds a fan intrigue. Oh, that gets the fans clamoring. I mean, we want to see Bud back in the ring, man. We want to see Bud back in the ring. We want to see Bud back in the ring. So I doubt that he gets blackballed. But let's go back out to the audio real quick.
But when you have the person who you're signed to saying things like, "Oh, you're not a pay-per-view star. You lost me money," it makes the other promotions or the other networks look at, "Oh, like we're gonna lose money off that fighter. Oh, so that fighter isn't worth it." And it's like, Terence Crawford is a great fighter. He do great numbers. He bring in great crowds. I've been there, sold out crowds. You know, and if Bob is losing money, I don't know how, but I will tell you that people want to see Terence Crawford fight, and everybody want to see Terence Crawford versus Errol Spence at 147 for the undisputed title. Everybody wants to see it. But while I'm saying that, same thing goes for, Showtime. Showtime.
She's right, man. We all want to see Terence Crawford and Errol Spence at 147 for the undisputed. We all want to see that. And that could make other people like you even heard in prime example what she just said came to fruition last week, a week and a half ago. Tim Smith came out and said, you know what, Terence Crawford is not, he wasn't built as a pay-per-view star. We don't want to insult him. We don't want to insult him by making an offer. You don't want to insult a guy like that. So what she's saying already came to fruition a week and 2 weeks ago. By what Bob Arum saying, I don't know. Well, I do know that PBC knows about the Sean Porter pay-per-views. Now I don't know if Bob Arum is going I doubt Bob Arum is going to show what he's made out of Terence Crawford. He's not going to show people what he's made out of Terence Crawford. What's going on, Arthur A? What's going on, Mr. CYP? Anthony Jones, what's good? So it's like them 100% facts, bro. When you have your promoter, people in boxing misconstrue what a promoter's job is. People like to laugh and joke. Ha, Kiki. You heard what Bob said about Terence? You heard what Bob said about he could have bought a house, he could have did, he lost money, all that shit. That's cute. That's cute, but that's not the job of a promoter. A promoter's job is not to come out here and say what we could about and how I lost money on it. No, a promoter's job is to try to increase his fighters' value in the public's eye. And by doing so, increase his profit on said fighter. Bob Arum didn't do that towards the end of Terence Crawford's career. Bob Arum chose to go the route of detractor instead of a promoter. He at every turn, he was saying this about Terence Crawford, saying that about Terence Crawford, saying he won, he wasn't this, he wasn't that. Like, why would you intentionally sabotage your own event? Because you wipe your hands, you done with them. That's why they put that fight on ESPN Plus. That's why they put that fight on ESPN Plus. They wanted to sabotage what Terence Crawford could do going forward. They wanted to make sure in his future business dealings that they bring up the failed pay-per-views. from Victor Postal to Amir Khan to Sean Porter. You can't tell me that Manny Pacquiao is a more interesting fighter than Terence Crawford. You can't tell me that Manny Pacquiao is a more entertaining fighter than Terence Crawford. You can't tell me that Canelo is more entertaining than Terence Crawford. Now, you can say Canelo is more media savvy. I agree. When he started speaking English, that motherfucker then took his game to a whole nother level. I totally agree. I totally agree. But same with Earl Spence. Can't sit here and tell me that Earl Spence is more entertaining than Terence Crawford. Earl Spence don't even get knockouts. Can't tell me that Earl Spence is more media savvy. Earl be like no comment sometimes. He walked off on an interview. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all, you can't tell me that certain dudes are more entertaining than what Terence Crawford is, man. Terence Crawford goes out there and gives you what you want to see time after time after time. Somebody getting beat the fuck up and stops. Somebody literally getting their ass kicked from pillar to post and getting stopped. As soon as they say, hey, bud, you losing the fight to Sean. I'm losing. Let me crank this shit up. You see what happened when he cranked it up too? He stopped Sean. So it's like, maybe B-Dog, you hit the nail right on the head. Maybe he's not as charismatic. Maybe he's not. But I mean, I know charisma is part of selling the fight. People want to see people that have good charisma, that can galvanize fans, that can get people talking. I get it. But we ain't gonna act like Terence Crawford. Like Terence Crawford's weigh-ins aren't legendary. Like this man got some of the rawest, illest weigh-in footage out there, bro. You know what I'm saying? Let me see, can I find that video? You know when Terence Crawford get that face, man. The way he was looking at Sean Porter, the way he was looking at Kell Brook, the way he was looking at at all them dudes, bro. This dude is on another level, in my opinion. And that's all I can give you is my opinion. But if you asking me, like, man, like it gets no better. It gets no better than what Terence Crawford is able to produce the shit day in and day out. Day in and day out, man. I'm just not understanding why people go through the lengths to discredit him the way that they do. Maybe they simply just not a believer of Terence Crawford. Maybe you're right. I'll tell you one thing, man. That motherfucker can fight, bro. That motherfucker can fight, man. And at the end of the day, that's all I care about. He ain't for the see, beat out like, and that's why I always wanted to fight with Keith Thurman, because I feel like Keith Thurman can bring that bud that we all love out. Keith Thurman can bring the fan a bud that we all love out. So what is it with Terence Crawford? Why don't Terence Crawford have the support of the boxing public? Can anybody think it, like, why Terence don't have the support of the boxing public? Right now, if you ain't voted, please go ahead and vote and smash that thumbs up button on your way in. 78% says new promoter, 9% says retirement, and 12% says blackball. Now I ain't gonna lie, retirement might be on the table. Retirement, because you hear fighters all the time, man. Like how long I want to put my body through this. You even heard Floyd Mayweather for the latter part of his career, for the last 6-7 years, saying he's not sure how much he want to put his body through this. He's not sure how much he can put his body through this. You know what I'm saying? So like fighters get to that point. Sean Porter got to that point. He didn't feel like he could do. He was done putting his body through this. We heard Deontay Wilder talk about this. You know what I'm saying? Retirement is a real thing. Retirement is a real option for all people. For all people. And fighters are any different, man. They are in a brutal business, bro. This business is not for the faint of heart. Baby, I'm gonna put it up. And honestly, man, when you're looking at it, what else is left for Bud to do? What else? He already been undisputed. He already been lineal in 2 different divisions. He already been unified. What left is he's the first ballot Hall of Famer. Never lost. Ain't no man in this world can say they beat Terence Crawford. What is left for Bud to do? Y'all give me 1 second, man. Let me go check on this damn meat pot roast. Think about that. What's left for Bud to do? What's left? Somebody tell me something that Bud needs to do.
Mark is running the bus. School was out for him at 3:50. So I should be back by that time.
My bad, man. Had to turn that motherfucker over. You could be right. I don't think he feels like he has to prove anything. I've been a fan of Crawford'S Prescott and a fan of Spencer the Olympics. Bud needs to fight Boots. Sign with Floyd. Bud needs to take whatever PBC offer. Mike sounds like Keith Sweat right now. His friend doing bad. At least my brother ain't doing bad. I guess I'll tell you that. As my brother. Yeah, okay. Anyway, it's like I don't see like I know what I want to see. What up, Fresh? Boy, you know you, boy. Need you to call in, Fresh. Wasn't never Bud. I ain't heard your take on this whole goddamn lawsuit, nigga. How Fresh feel about this lawsuit, man? But at the end of the day, it's like Bud ain't got nothing to prove to you niggas, man. Like Bud is done. If Bud can't get experience, what else? Now I'm on the line. I'm on the South Power Killer. What's good? I'm on the same side as Ron Boy Freshman. Maybe you take that fight up to 154. And we got them to get the winner of Castano and motherfucking Charlo. But it's like that'll be nice. 4-division world champion from 135 and 154. You know what I'm saying? There will be a good trinket, especially if he's able to fight for the undisputed. So it's like, damn, what's next up? What's next up? I'm looking around the landscape, man. And as much as I hate to admit it, 803. What's good, Fresh?
Yeah, what's up with you, Slim?
Man, not shit, man. I ain't really seen you since this whole shit done dropped.
Man, look, man. Once again, man, like, and you know me, I keep away from the race shit because I can't tell you how that man feel about that. You know what I'm saying? So they add that race shit on the back end, but it's the more the breach of contract thing. I mean, let Bud throw his Hail Mary. You know what I'm saying? That's basically what it is. Let him throw his Hail Mary. He might get a settlement out of it. But as far as Bud, I've been saying Bud should move to 154. I've been was screaming that shit.
Does this lawsuit put a dark cloud over Terence Crawford though? Like far as like people wanting to like work.
In my opinion, it depends. Like I said, man, I've been going to see Bud for years. Bud have a different type of crowd, man. And a lot of motherfuckers is not feeling the racist part of this motherfucking shit. They not. I'm gonna tell you. I don't see, because you got that man's from Nebraska. And his fan base is a little different because he's in the middle of America. You know, you dig what I'm telling you?
Yep.
So it's not like he's from Philly. It's not like he's from Brooklyn. It's not even like he's from DC. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers here, we don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? We not trying to appease a certain group. But I think, like I said, man, that man gonna rock out. Whatever happened, let it happen. It's not gonna change my personal opinion of Bud. He's still gonna be the best American boxer, hands down. Can't nobody fuck with him.
I mean, but once you read the lawsuit, like you can clearly see that it's not about race. It's about money.
I know, and that's what I'm saying. That's why I said race is on the back end of it, though.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying? That's what I said. Shit. Race is on the back end of the shit. Yeah. You dig? And so when it comes down to breach of contract, he got a case. But I'm not a lawyer. Look, I can have my wife look over that shit. She can probably, she know about it. She can break it down. At least sort of went through it because, my wife's a lawyer. So she was going through the shit. And she was like, whatever, man. But at the end of the day, let that shit rock out. I mean, if he win, he win. He lose. But I just think, man, shit. I just think, let me tell you honestly what happened is, Bob went to the negotiating table, and this is what I said Bob did. Bob definitely devalued Bud on purpose. And he definitely devalued Bud.
Absolutely.
He devalued that man. I was like, but Bob always been that. That's the whole thing. I was like, why y'all acting like Bob ain't never did this shit before? And what did I tell you off the rip about Bud? I was like, of course Bob is upset. He got to pay a motherfucking $3.5 million, $5 million who's not a pay-per-view draw. Oh, what you thinking? He's not used to paying that shit. He used to paying pay-per-view motherfuckers that bread. You dig what I'm telling you? Didn't I say that? I was like, of course he's going to say, I lost more money. No. We know how Bob is going because he's not a pay-per-view draw like Floyd was. And Floyd still sold pay-per-view when he had the guy. I was at that fight. He still sold pay-per-views. Whether it was as big as Austin is different or as big as Manny is a different animal. But Floyd was selling pay-per-views, man. Bud can't crack the pay-per-views like that because one, Top Rank ain't good at selling pay-per-view fights now. They just not. It just is what it is. But I mean, let that man throw his motherfucking Hail Mary But you know, man, look, like I said, man, that shit, it is what it's gonna be. I ain't gonna change my opinion about boxing or who I support. I knew what Bob was. Bob is gonna tell it like it is. I mean, you know, tell it from the way he feel. And I know why he upset, because he got to pay that money. I told you he was upset because he had. Remember when I told you he had to pay $1 million vig?
Yep.
Remember I told you that he been upset about that shit. Bud negotiated a hell of a deal, because there was no other deals on the table. Bob knew that them motherfuckers didn't have no money to pay Bud like that. And what happened? Didn't I tell you that? And what happened? Them niggas came out and told you, Tim Smith came out and told you, we ain't paying Bud like that, because we work on consignment.
You told me about the $1 million. I even heard about this the little Spence clause.
Exactly. Didn't I tell you that shit? And so that's why Bob like, man, I'm paying a motherfucker. I don't recall paying a motherfucker $4 million and he can't sell pay-per-views. Now, when you talking about Bud shutting down top rank events, nobody put more asses in the seats than Bud. Didn't I tell you that?
Right.
So at the end of the day, I've been or whoever. The only motherfucker I've never seen fight and never went to his venue is Jose Ramirez. That's the only motherfucker. But all these other motherfuckers, they don't sell like Bud. Jose Ramirez just sell out that what's that Fresh Smart joint out Northern California. Yeah, I think he do good numbers out there. I think he be doing like 10K, 12K or something.
Yeah, they telling me he like his tickets ain't costing them though.
Yeah, but he do numbers out there, so you know it is what it is. But man, like I said, man, Bud is gonna be who Bud is. Bob gonna be who Bob is. Bob is gonna continue to do what he do. And I don't get in between motherfucking multi-millionaire problems. Nigga, I got my own problems. Nigga, who's raising my taxes on these motherfuckers? If you ain't raising these taxes on these mansions, it ain't my problem.
Hey man, let me ask you,
You know,
how close to considering retirement do you think Terence Crawford is?
I've been saying, Bud. Didn't I tell you? I said Bud is about to retire, nigga. I told you that. I was like, he only got a handful of fights left. This is one of the tipping points, because he's embarrassed that he went to PBC, and they was like, look, nigga, your own promoter told you can't sell, and we don't work on that type of scale. So you fuck with us, you gonna take a pay cut. That's basically what they told him.
I mean, shit. And honestly, like if you can't see the books, then you got to go from like word of mouth of what Bob Arum is saying. Especially if you ain't got the right inventory over there, because like who gonna pay to see Bud and Danny Garcia? No.
And Bob knew that, but then I think Bud probably got wrong intel from people. And I guess, like I said, when I opened it up, he throwing a Hail Mary. You know what I'm saying? Let him throw his Hail Mary. But at the end of the day, he was caught up in a catch-22 because he was getting lowballed. I'm telling you what probably happened. Well, this is my speculation now. Anything I tell you, I know it's good. But this is my speculation. He went to PBC or got something happened with PBC or whoever negotiating their little thing. They probably hit whoever the middleman was. Look, he can't sell. His own promoter said he can't sell PBC. Now he like, all right, well, Bob want me to fight Josh. Do you think that Bob is gonna pay him that bread, or he's lowballing him now? So he getting lowballed from Bob, and he getting lowballed in his eyes from PBC.
Yeah. I mean, and shit.
So Eddie Hearn already said we can't afford him.
Ain't got nothing for you.
Exactly. And Golden Boy is like, well, we might do something with you. Let's see how long let's see how this Ortiz rate might work out. Because Golden Boy, and then people are laughing, but I'm like, Golden Boy might be his best bet right now.
Yeah.
And go over there and get the Ortiz fight. If he want to stay at 147, really, he can go to Golden Boy and get a 2-fight deal. Go ahead and become a Super WBO champion. I think Oscar will work with him and get him the fight he wants.
He might even get Oscar might be able to kill two birds with like one stone and get him Rashidi Ellis first, And Virgil Ortiz said?
Yeah, or something like that. I mean, that might be his best bet. And I think Oscar got some bread for him. I think Oscar might come up with the most bread, to be honest with you, because I think he getting lowballed by Bob and he getting lowballed by PBC, in my opinion.
Yeah,
but he'll get paid off that. He'll definitely get paid off that Virgil Ortiz fight.
That'll be in Dallas somewhere.
Yeah, he'll get paid off that shit. And you know, it is what it is. But in the meantime, in between time, I don't know how he going. And I said, what you going to do now? Dan need to throw a lawsuit out there. That man ain't going to work with you right now. So that's out the question. So you just gonna have to.
That Bob Arum shit. That's done. Like him and Bob.
It's done.
Yeah.
The only way they gonna work with each other, the Paco got to get involved, and when Paco get involved, he gonna do something crazy like some 60-40 split or some shit, and it's gonna be without say last Hail Mary. But the way it sounds like to me, that Josh is gonna be at 140 for longer than people think. He's gonna stay at 140 for another year and a half. I said that after they saw what Bud did, they whole it seemed like their whole attitude changed. Because like I said, you know, I was out there. They was talking that shit before the fight. But after that fight, they was like, nah, I think we're going to chill at 140 a little bit longer. And I fuck with Josh.
And they should, though. Like, ain't no rush for Josh to run up to 146.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like Josh, you know what I'm saying, get his shit right at 140.
Yeah. And I did say that. I was like, I fuck with Josh. But I fuck with Josh, but he ain't fucking with no Bud. They know that.
And then if you Josh, like what's more realistic? You know what I'm saying? Teofimo Lopez coming to Scotland or Terence Crawford coming to Scotland?
Yeah. So at the end of the day, and the way it looked like to me is that, I mean, you got Teofimo is owed 2 pay-per-views, so they trying to figure out how the fuck they gonna give Teofimo some pay-per-views.
Yeah.
So they owe Teofimo. That's in the contract. So they owe Teofimo 2 pay-per-views, and one of them got to be John. It's got to be John.
Yeah,
like, that's the only.
Another one.
One of them got to be Josh. And he doesn't want to do a Loma fight because I think Loma, I mean, that 135 shit is there. Loma going to get that Cambosos fight. Yeah. So one of them going to be Josh. And I think, and I said this before, I don't know if I said it on your joint, I thought the winner of Josh versus Teofimo would get a tune-up and then fight Bud.
I think you'll see, you probably see Teofimo Lopez fight Jose Ramirez on the way out.
No, I think they try to push for that Arnold Barboza fight.
Barboza, pay-per-view though. I'm looking at
not pay-per-view. Not pay-per-view.
As being a viable pay-per-view option, you know what I'm saying? Because of the crowd that it can do, and him having that Mexican backing and being in the Robert Garcia gym. So I'm just thinking
but they just trying to right. So my whole thing is they can make a ton of fights over there at 140, my favorite division. They can make a ton of fights. Now it's the ones that just going to be pay-per-view because they adamant about using that because that was one of their sticks. It's definitely 2 pay-per-view fights. They have 2 pay-per-view fights and 1 regular joint, but they guaranteed 2 pay-per-view fights. Yeah. And so they got to figure out, and on top of their guarantee. So that's like, I get a guarantee and I get back in money. You think they're going to sit down off of that? No. Give me my guarantee and that pay-per-view back in money. And I'm going to push this shit. And that's what they're going to try to do. But, I mean, it is what it's going to be, man. But at the end of the day, Bud, if I was Bud, man, I mean, Bud just going to have to sit down and go on that motherfucking PBC diet and fight once a year. Shit, he been doing it for the last 2 years. Shit, keep it moving.
Hopefully, man, he can get it in the contract to where he got to fight twice within 12 months. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that ain't happening. It's impossible for that to happen because he doesn't have a promoter. So who he gonna fight?
I'm saying if he signs the contract with PBC.
Man, look, they already said, look, with the PBC, and that's what I'm telling you. The sticking point is he's going to fight. Keep in mind, you talk about a motherfucker who got $5 million to fight Amir Khan.
Yeah, I know.
Now you want him to You know what I mean? So now you saying you want him to fight Keith for
But
1.5 million or 2.
All these PBC dudes claiming they get additional checks, so we gonna see.
Yeah, but that shit. But the problem is that shit is a facade. Once they open up the books, that's what I'm telling you. They don't want it. They don't want to offer Bud nothing because once they open up the books, they're gonna realize that wait a minute, y'all motherfuckers been doing a whole lot of faking over here. They work on consignment, nigga. That's what I'm telling you. You got a nigga who get guaranteed money and niggas who work on consignment, which is gonna be what it's gonna be. But are we sure that consignment money is broken down to as much as that guaranteed money that Bud was getting? Are we sure about that? We not sure about that. And that's the whole point of the whole. That's the shit that's got the game fucked up because motherfuckers think because they see some jewelry or see a motherfuckers being promote, PVC job promote a lifestyle, which is cool. And but at the end of the day, are we sure that's what they getting? Because as far as I'm concerned, these niggas can't even sign no motherfucking new niggas. So where's this? You know what I mean? Yeah. They got a whole fucking Top Rank got a whole fucking stable of killers. So it seemed like PBC is about to go out of business to me.
I don't know about that.
I was like, who the No, listen to what I'm telling you, nigga. Who do they have? Like, it's like all these niggas. Top Rank signed 6 of the niggas out of the U.S. Olympic 7. Yeah. And I think Golden Boy signed one. Eddie signed another one. So out of the last 2 years, if I'm not mistaken, 10 of the U.S. niggas was, I think PBC did get one. If I'm not mistaken.
They be getting dudes who don't necessarily go to the Olympics, but turn pro like a Joey Spencer.
I mean, I said the U.S. team. I meant to say the U.S. team. The U.S. team is bigger than the Olympics.
But
that's what I mean.
They got guys like Michelle Riviera. They got Joey Spencer.
Yeah. I got that. Yeah, they got a lot of them. They got a lot. And then what's happening too is, and everybody laughs. And this is the funny part because I want to turn it into. It's funny how all of a sudden with Bob because it's going to turn into like a PBC thing. But it's weird that motherfuckers was clowning Bob for getting Eastern Europeans. Now PBC is getting Eastern Europeans, and it's all. Nobody ever, Kavalovskis was some shit, but all of a sudden Stayonis is that nigga. Listen to how that shit said. That's how you know when niggas don't really follow Bob. Y'all gotta, man, when y'all talk that shit, y'all gotta make sure y'all keep the same energy. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like the energy be changing too fucking much for me, nigga. I be like, y'all niggas is weird. Absolutely. I be like, so it's cool for one motherfucker because y'all be banner hoeing. I was like, nigga, I fuck with boxers. I don't give a fuck what promotional company they from, man. Y'all niggas be on some banner horse shit. But now, man, Bud gonna do what Bud gonna do. But I think Bud needs to just chill out. Hopefully Oscar can come up with a good deal because I think that might be his. If he want to stay at 147, he gotta holler at Oscar. Yeah, he gotta holler at Oscar.
That's true. LB said the same thing about Haney. You know what I'm saying? Who gonna offer Haney that kind of money? Haney making money.
Yeah.
So y'all make some good points. But first, man.
And that's the other thing. And that's what I kept telling her. I was like, I never understood, right? If a motherfucker is making all that money, how come y'all can't afford a $3 million purse? Floyd was giving motherfuckers their career high purses, right? Because he was a real cash cow, right?
Yeah.
Cinnamon is a real cash cow. Stop trying to push these fraudulent ass boxes or put these fraudulent ass narratives, and then when it come to cutting the check, y'all saying y'all can't afford it. Oh, we're not gonna pay him $3 million. Wait a minute. You saying Fat Boy making $10 million a fight, right?
Yeah. Fact.
So if he making $10 million a fight and you can't pay $3 million, that's 30%. Y'all what the fuck? Y'all can't get a man 30%, 40%?
I mean, hey, bro, I'm not a promoter. I mean, they.
But that's the shit that when they say, but people run with it. They get.
I'm right there with you. They say something.
I'm right here trying to see the fight. Y'all sitting here trying to count their pot. Wait a minute, you boosted this nigga up talking about he sell out venue after venue. He a pay-per-view draw. But then when you say, well, let's cut Haney a check and let's get the fight done, a fight that people want to see, the money ain't there. What?
I never understood like a better fight should mean more money, right?
Right.
I mean,
But
that's what
some
I always thought.
motherfuckers, somebody's faking and somebody's staking.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm telling you? Somebody's lying.
We got some news right quick, man. Chris Colbert versus Roger Gutierrez should be fighting on February 26th in Vegas.
Who, Chris Colbert? Yeah, that sounds about right. I think that's probably the only person there that motherfucking PBC won. They needed that. They needed that joint. But yeah, man, you know, Chris Colbert gonna clean them up though. That's gonna be a good joint.
Yes,
but you know, I can't wait. You know, I'm gonna be out that motherfucking. I'm going out Vegas for that goddamn Shakur joint. You know, I gotta see my youngin' go to work.
That's good, boy. I'm glad he got that fight. But
Yeah.
Let me get to the next caller, Doc.
Yeah, absolutely, Slim. I'm out.
All right.
My man.
Shout out to my guy, Fresh, man. We're going out to my guy in Seattle, man. What's going on, Don?
What's good, man?
You know what it is, man. Just trying to figure out what's going to happen with Bud, retirement, blackball, or will he end up getting a new promoter?
That's a good question. That's like it's hard to tell what's going to happen with this court case. Especially Bob Arum.
And you don't know how people feel about this court case too. Do other promoters want to work with him, saying that he took Bob to court and saying and citing racial bias?
Well, I think that would go in hands with people who believe in racist bias and people who don't. There's people who don't think, you know, they ain't motherfuckers ain't did nothing racist in the world. Throughout the whole world. We being here on this rock. So I don't think he'll be blackballed. I think this is a process. Bob is either if he settles, it'll be good. If he prolongs it, it'll be bad for him. I think Bud is good. I think he should definitely try to sign now. When I say sign now, you know who I'm talking about. I mean, come on now. Like, if you got a job opportunity waiting for you and it's the last one, it's a tunnel vision, you just take it now before it's too late. I mean, sign now.
Will it ever be too late though, as long as Earl Spence is champion?
Huh?
Will it ever be too late as long as Earl Spence is champion?
Before the mandatories happen, before mandatories for Earl, I would say sign now. Like, fuck it. I mean, there's only one company that's probably going to take you now. That believes in racist bias. But the Zone already said no. What is he going to be on, BT Sports?
He said BT Sports. I doubt they put him on BT Sports because he's not British.
What I think it is, man, it's his ego. He feels like he's better than Earl, and he has done more accomplishments. I think he just wants more money than Earl, just like Devin probably wants more money than Kambosos. At the end of the day, you know, the dude got more belts, should probably get more money. But that's just how the game goes. I think he should sign now, take the Keith Thurman fight. Keith Thurman's obviously going to beat Barrios. This court date can mess up stuff if you wait too long, man. Let's keep it real.
Absolutely. And Keith Thurman, man, he needs to have a big time showing against Barrios, in my opinion.
But there's only one place, and I've been saying this. You know I have. We could have been done with this shit. And then if Ugas wins and Bud don't do nothing and sign, Ugas got to do the mandatories too. So you better hurry up, or we're going to keep on saying Earl's ducking. And then this might hurt his career if he don't sign. Niggas is blowing him up. I heard Floyd's blowing him up. Trying to get him signed. Like, bro, it's time now. Your court date can happen. But Bob, you ain't really going to get a lot out of him. ESPN ain't even talking about this. Not much at ESPN don't believe in racism.
Yeah, I mean, I know. Tim Belly said he never experienced anything like that. So
he's trying to save his check. The bank account will get defunded if he does something like that. This is how the game goes. America don't believe in racism. America don't believe in blaming racist people unless white people step in. So that's my thing, man. He just needs to sign now. I know everybody's like, "Oh, fuck PBC. Them niggas ain't doing nothing." Okay, well then you gonna make a network? We gonna fight on Netflix, show
Man,
Facebook.
I mean, shit. Some of them, I'm sure, Amazon Prime or Netflix.
See, look at you. Everybody always want to reach
No, I'm
and
just
find
being
something
real, man.
else. But nigga, it's right there, nigga.
Somebody gonna come with a bag. Somebody gonna come with a bag, man. Maybe it be Amazon Prime, maybe it be Netflix. Who knows? One of these
Bro,
streaming services gonna
I
have
live in I live in Seattle, Washington.
Uh-huh.
People who put those signs up in those windows, or Black Lives Matter. That's just saying don't break these windows. White people don't like this blaming of racism shit. He got one path and one path only.
All right.
That's my call, man.
Shout my guy down out there in Seattle, man. He feel like Bud only got one option. Bud only got one way to be successful, and that's going with the PBC. Not at all coincidental that Mr. PBC would want Terence Crawford to sign with PBC. Just makes sense. That's pretty much it, y'all. That's for the show today. Come back probably maybe with another show. But we're an hour in. Big up to my guy Don, Bayside Boxing, Lake County, B Dog, Dear Lincoln. Everybody out there who supports Mike on Sports, I appreciate it. Make sure y'all smash that thumbs up button on your way in, on your way out. As long as you smash that thumbs up button, I'm gonna go in here and I'm gonna finish up cooking and get ready for dinner. And after dinner, I will be doing another one. Till next time, I'm out this thing. Yes, sir.